Deep in the heart of Staffordshire, England, stands a gnarled old oak tree, its branches bound in thick iron chains as if to contain a dark secret. This ancient tree, known as the chained oak, has inspired stories of curses, vengeance, and supernatural retribution for over a century. Visitors who pass by are met with an eerie sight, a tree seemingly shackled by human hands, adding a haunting presence to the peaceful forest around it. But what is the story behind this strange oak? How did it come to be wrapped in chains? And what curse does it hold? The legend of the chained oak centers around the Earl of Shrewsbury, a wealthy aristocrat known for his prominence in 19th century England. The tale begins on a stormy night when the Earl was returning to his estate in Alton, close to the grounds of what is now Alton Towers, a popular theme park. According to the legend, as the Earl's carriage approached the oak tree, an old woman stepped out from the shadows and stopped the carriage. Dressed in ragged clothing, the woman appeared poor and frail, and she begged the Earl for a coin, hoping for a small act of kindness. The Earl, however, was reportedly a proud and somewhat arrogant man, and he dismissed the old woman with scorn, refusing her request. But as his carriage began to roll away, the old woman's voice cut through the storm, casting a curse that would follow the Earl for the rest of his life. She raised her hand and declared, "For every branch that falls from this oak, a member of your family will die." Then, with a wave of her hand, she vanished into the night, leaving the Earl and his servants shaken by the ominous warning. At first, the Earl thought little of the curse, dismissing it as the ranting of a mad woman. But not long after, a terrible storm struck the area, and one of the branches of the old oak broke and fell to the ground. Within hours, news reached the Earl that a family member had indeed died unexpectedly. Shocked and horrified, the Earl began to consider the woman's words. Despite his disbelief, the sudden death in his family was too much of a coincidence to ignore. The Earl instructed his servants to secure the oak's branches with chains, hoping to prevent any further branches from falling, and thereby break the curse. To this day, the oak tree remains bound in chains, with its branches carefully secured to prevent any from breaking off. Locals believe that the chains serve as a form of protection, both for the Earl's descendants and for anyone who dares approach the tree. Some say that the curse has kept the tree alive far longer than it should have lived, as if the iron chains are the only thing keeping its ancient branches from unleashing the curse. Wrath once again. For generations, the story of the chained oak has captured the imagination of locals and visitors alike. The tale has become woven into the fabric of Staffordshire's folklore, passed down from parents to children, with each generation adding its own twists and embellishments. Some versions of the legend claim that the old woman was a witch or a spirit, sent to punish the Earl for his arrogance and lack of compassion. Others suggest that the curse extended beyond the Earl's immediate family, affecting anyone who dared tamper with the tree. While the exact origins of the legend are difficult to trace, the story has persisted, and the chained oak itself has become an iconic symbol of the area. The iron chains that bind it have grown rusty over the years, merging with the bark and roots as if they were always part of the tree. The oak's twisted branches and weathered appearance give it a haunting beauty, and its ominous reputation draws curious visitors who seek to experience the mystery firsthand. The legend of the chained oak even found its way into modern pop culture. Alton Towers, the nearby theme park, created a popular attraction called Hex, the Legend of the Towers, which is inspired by the story. The ride combines special effects, storytelling, and atmospheric sets to immerse visitors in the tale of the cursed Earl and the chained oak, allowing them to experience the curse. It's dark magic in an entirely new way. Through the ride, the legend has reached an international audience, bringing new life to an old story. Skeptics argue that the story of the chained oak is nothing more than local folklore, perhaps created to explain the unusual sight of a tree bound in chains, or to add a supernatural element to the region's history. However, believers in the legend point to the eerie feeling that surrounds the tree, as well as reports of strange occurrences in its vicinity. Some visitors claim to feel an inexplicable chill or sense of dread when they stand beneath the oak's branches, as if the curse lingers in the air, waiting for its next victim. The mystery of the chained oak has raised questions that remain unanswered. Why was the tree bound in chains in the first place? Did it see on the truly believe in the curse, or stay years. Is there any historical evidence linking the Earl of Shrewsbury to the story, or is the legend simply a piece of creative storytelling born from the collective imagination of the community? Ultimately, whether one believes in the curse or not, the chained oak stands as a fascinating relic of England, rich tradition of folklore. It represents a world where curses, vengeance, and the supernatural intersect with real lives, shaping stories that survive for generations. Like many ancient tales, the legend of the chained oak captures the imagination by tapping into universal themes of pride, punishment, and the power of mysterious forces beyond our control. The chained oak remains, its branches bound, and its secrets intact. For those who visit, it's a place that evokes both wonder and caution, a symbol of the unknown wrapped in chains, as if to remind us that some mysteries are best left undisturbed. Whether the curse is real or merely a captivating story, the chained oak continues to inspire awe, fear, and curiosity, standing as a testament to the power of folklore and the enduring legacy of England's haunted past.